everyone to the first episode of the 5th season of Wine Hops and Road Stop, shot on location right here. The Latimer compound in Latimer with my wonderful wife and co-host, Desiree and Bonomo. Thank you for coming back on.
I'm back. You're not getting rid of me now.
Well, I say all the women that we talk to and the women of the WOW group think it's great that you're on the show because, and I think it's great too, because getting a woman's opinion on wine, beer, and good food is always a good thing.
Well, I do have an opinion, and I love beer and wine. So.
And you're getting a little bit of following too. You got some fans on our fan page too.
I have fans. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you for watching. And if you want to be involved with the show, go to Facebook. Facebook.com/Wine Hops and Road Stops is our Facebook page, and there you can find our Wine Hops and Road Stops Facebook group. That has exploded over the last month. I don't even think it's been up a month, a couple weeks. Mm-hmm. And I want to thank you, everyone, for the feedback. You guys are posting pictures of your favorite beers, your favorite food, where you want to go, what do you want to see on the show. It's great. Now, let's get into the show. You know, there's one thing I like even more than beer.
Music. That's
right. And when music and beer collide, I got to talk about it. Dogfish Head honors Record Store Day with Galaxy 500. For the first time on vinyl, indie band Galaxy 500 will release its iconic 1987 live performance, Copenhagen. Now, to complement this, Dogfish Head will release Copenhagen, which is a Danish-style rye pilsner brewed from ingredients inspired by historic Danish brewing tradition. Copenhagen will be available while supplies last from Dogfish Head's Rehoboth Emporium, beginning on August 29th, which is coming up really soon. And maybe I could ask someone who I know that lives in the Rehoboth Beach area to get me one of these beers, because I'm pretty sure you can only get it there. What do you think? You think that person would hook me up?
You just threw me there?
No, probably not, right?
No, I don't think so.
Well, enough about that. We're going to go to break, but before we go to break, let me tell you a little bit about a promotion we're running with local restaurants to help them out. It's called Takeout Tuesday, where you can win gift certificates to local restaurants. All you got to do is go to our Facebook page, facebook.com/Wine Hops and Road Stops. Every Tuesday, we give out $25 worth of gift certificates to various restaurants. So before we go to break, here's a little segment we put together called Quick Stops to showcase those local businesses that sponsor Takeout Tuesday. We'll be right back. I'm here right now with Kristen Woznicki from Damon's Grill. How are you doing today?
Not too bad, Jeff. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm always doing great here at WYLN. Tell me about Damon's.
Well, we're sports bar and grill. We've got 4 big screen TVs. We have about 45 regular flat screens all around the building. We get all of the games. Currently, right now, with everything going on, there's some football, some not football going to happen. College has been back and forth. So as far as packages this year, we're not really too sure where we're going to go.
Right, but if there's a game playing, you have it.
Yes.
Let's talk about burgers. I know you got a ton of different burgers.
Currently on the menu, we have our most famous burgers, our black and blue burger. It's a Cajun seasoned burger. It's topped with bacon, crumbled blue cheese, 2 onion rings. It's a fantastic burger. We have a Texas burger that got our pulled pork on it, barbecue sauce, bacon, some cheddar cheese. We have a Hawaiian burger that's got a grilled pineapple on it, bacon, sweet chili, pepper jack cheese, and a regular just classic cheeseburger. We've got 5 cheeses to choose from, so you can always build your own burger. We're currently operating from 11 a.m. and we're taking our last seating at 9 p.m. We have now partnered with DoorDash and Grubhub. We do have curbside available and an online ordering, so you can go right online to damonshazelton.com and you can place an order. You can do it for a specific time. You have the ability to go in there and have it set up. Say you want to pick it up on your way home from work, you can set it up that way. You can pay with your credit card right on top, and we'll take it right out to your car.
Hello, Kavita. Thank you for joining us. I'm talking to Kavita from Let's Eat Flavors of India. You were on the show a couple years ago. Thank you for coming back on. So, let's talk a little bit about Let's Eat. Some people think Indian food, they automatically go to like it being really spicy.
No, it's not. It's more of flavors. Spices as in cardamom, cumin, cinnamon. put together for different seasonings that make our dishes, but not like chili spicy or jalapeno spicy. We could do that with the Indian chili if somebody likes it hot.
Spicy, right? It can be.
Yes,
But
we can make it. If they want to take the Indian spice challenge, yeah, we have that too.
The first time I had Indian food was at your place, and you made me a convert. I didn't know what to expect when we came in there a couple years back. But wow, and I love it ever since. It's fantastic.
Thank you.
Yeah. So where does your passion come from?
My parents, my dad is from a different culture, so is my mom. So I grew up with a lot of variety of food. And then, of course, being from Bombay, which is the main city in India, all parts of India, people come there, they have restaurants. So you grow up with a lot of variety without traveling around the country.
Northeastern Pennsylvania doesn't have a lot of Indian food. So when you came here, you saw that there was an opening.
Yes, in downtown Wilkes-Barre especially. Downtown being, having Thai and Italian, I didn't see Indian, so I said, why not?
If there was one dish to introduce somebody to your great Indian food, what would it be?
For vegetarians, I would say Navratan Korma. It's 9 veggies put together with a creamy sauce with coconut. And for non-vegetarians who like chicken and meat, I'd say the tikka masala. We have reduced our hours again due to the current situation, but we open up late. 12 o'clock, and then we are open until 8:30, sometimes 9.
Welcome back to Wine Hops and Road Stop, shot on location at the Latimer compound with my lovely wife, Desiree Bonomo. Desiree, thank you again for sticking by me and coming on the show, because everyone really likes to hear what a woman has to say.
I like working with you.
Oh, well, thank you very much, dear. If you like what you see, go to facebook.com/wine hops and road stops. Join the Facebook page, join the Facebook group. Tell us all about what you like about beer, wine, good food, anything that's on the show you could talk about. Now, we have something a little different here. Someone from our Facebook group wanted to know what exactly mead is. So it's a little bit different than your normal drink.
I don't know. I can't figure it out.
Well, this is what mead is. I can tell you right now. Mead is fermented with 3 basic ingredients: honey, yeast, and water. Now, it isn't classified as a beer or a wine in the typical sense, but stands apart in its own rank of alcoholic beverages. Mead is created by fermenting honey, while wine is made by fermenting fruit. That's pretty much the only difference. Now, ancient pottery found in both Asia and Europe suggests that mead has been around for at least 8,000 years, if not more. Now, usually I think of knights and Vikings in a medieval time when you think of mead.
You do?
That's what I think of. Yeah, I think of medieval times. I think of the Renaissance Fair. I think of all stuff like that. Now, in front of us we have 2 types of mead from a variety pack we got from Groenfell Meadery in Vermont. You'll like these people. It's a company owned by women, ran by women, and they make mead. So, this one, our first mead here is called Valkyrie's Choice. It's the original craft mead. It's gluten-free, naturally, 6.9 ABV, so it's not really that strong. I'm gonna pop it open, and we're gonna try this stuff out. Now, we've been drinking this on and off all summer because I believe we ordered this this variety pack when we were still kind of in quarantine, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah, it just popped up on my Facebook feed the one day, like stuff usually does, and I'm like, ooh, we should try it. So I ordered a variety pack of it, and here it is. Now, you can see it's not very carbonated. The head dissipates real quickly. It smells kind of citrusy. You can really taste the honey in this one. Now, this is the original craft mead that they make, standard issue, and the ingredients, there's not a big list. Water, honey, potassium sorbate to protect the flavor. There's not much ingredients in there. It's pretty straightforward, and the taste is pretty straightforward too. It tastes honey. It tastes a little flowery.
Yeah, not too super sweet.
No.
It's pretty good.
Not bad. Now, they also go a little crazy, and they make a sour. This is their Havoc Mead Psycho Pump Sour Cherry Mead. So this basically has the same stuff as this original mead here does, with one difference. It has some sour cherry juice in it. So our sour beer fans will probably really enjoy this. I don't know if I will, but they will. Now, right off the bat, real strong smell of cherry there.
It's more sour than I expected.
Right, so I really thought this was going to punch me in the face. It didn't really do that. Like, I've had some really, really sour beers. Thank you, Alan. Thank you, Jeff Tomasacci. But this isn't that bad, but I guess for you it's more sour than expected, right?
I'm not a big sour beer fan, but this is actually pretty good.
I like that it doesn't taste fake because there's no real fake ingredients in it. It's pretty much like they say, water, honey, sour cherry juice. That's pretty much it. So, you want to check out some mead? Something a little different? There you go. When we come back, we're going to try some beer with some cheese. A little cheese and beer pairing, kind of like wine and cheese, but beer and cheese, and I'm pretty sure you follow real similar rules. But it's going to be interesting, so don't go away. And before we go to break, here are some more sponsors of our Takeout Tuesday promotion. Don't go away. We'll be right back. I am here with Becky from Hot Sauces and Rubs. Okay, Becky, tell me a little bit about what you do, what your company does.
Due to the pandemic, everybody's had financial issues, and I was looking for a way to make money. And the one thing I know is hot sauces, barbecue sauces, and rubs. We're located at 188 Sleepy Hollow Road in Drums.
I like hot sauce that also has a flavor to it.
We have a line called Lynchburg. This is called Sweet and Tasty. This has no heat whatsoever. This is really good for burgers or steak, whatever you like to use barbecue sauce on. And the line actually goes to a sweet and mild. And we have the best-selling one, which is called Swine Apple, which is almost a pineapple barbecue sauce. So I have barbecue sauces and some of the other sauces that have no heat to them whatsoever. Bee Sting is one of my favorites. I use this on fish, on chicken. I dip my steak in this. I put this on mashed potatoes. I put this on everything I eat. French fries, you name it, you could use this. I also have, this one is mango habanero. So you're not just getting the heat, you're getting the flavors of the habanero, the mango, everything that's in here.
Now, how does one measure hotness?
It's measured on a Scoville scale. Each individual one is a different level of a Scoville, which is, for instance, this one is rated 2 million Scoville.
So that's pretty hot, right?
That's extremely hot, yes. We are located at the Sleepy Hollow Farm Produce Stand. We sell our hot peppers. So we actually have ghost pepper, Carolina Reapers. So you can come down and you can get hot sauce, you can get everything.
So not only hot sauce, you got fresh produce down there, and if you're daring, you got some hot peppers down there too. Welcome back to Wine Hops and Road Stops, shot on location deep inside the bowels of the Latimer compound with my wonderful wife and co-host Desiree Bonomo. Thank you for coming back on the show with me.
Well, I couldn't let you do it alone.
That's right. What do we have in front of us?
We have 3 beers and 3 cheeses that we're going to do together.
So we decided to get a little weird and do some beer and cheese. I don't think it's that weird because there's wine and cheese. I remember one time me, you, and Joe and Maureen went out and had some wine and cheese.
Remember that?
Wine and cheese pairing, and let me tell you, it was a fun time. We ate a lot of cheese and we drank a lot of wine. So it's kind of like that. When you get your beers and your cheese together, what you want to do is make sure one doesn't overpower the other. It has to complement just like the wine and cheese does. So, without further ado, let's get started. And I'm going to use my new bottle opener here that I got for Father's Day from our lovely daughter, Kendra. Thank you, Kendra. And here it goes. It's the first time I'm using it. We're going to open up Born Yesterday, Pale Ale by Lagunitas. And that is going to be... There we go. Come on. What is it doing? Yeah. Oh, come on. All right, this is failing now. Oh, there we go. Hooray! Oh boy. All right, well, I'm glad it's the only bottle I'll have to open.
No,
for now. For now. Okay, so this is Born Yesterday Pale Ale from the Lagunitas Brewing Company. We've had this on the show yet, one of the last seasons, I don't remember when. One of the previous seasons, because we talked about how this is freshly hopped beer. And it's unfiltered, freshly hopped beer, and you can look that up in the archives on our Facebook page, facebook.com/Wine Hops and Road Stops, and check out Lionel's old shows where we do talk about fresh hops. But now we're going to talk about this beer, which I'm going to take a little sip before we even go into this. This is a really nice, juicy, hoppy beer, which it's not really hazy, not too bad. It's not overly juicy, but it's freshly hopped, and you can taste the hops in it.
Now, are you supposed to drink first or eat the cheese first?
Well, I was going to try the beer, then I have to try the beer and the cheese.
Okay.
So I get 2 sips of beer. Okay. So this one is going to be paired with Colby Jack, correct?
Yes.
Okay, let's go. All right, I will take my piece of Colby Jack. It's hot under these lights. Yeah. Now again, this cheese doesn't overpower the beer. It's as far as it's not even an IPA, but I don't consider this one a pale ale either. It's a little bit stronger than your normal pale ales, a little bit lighter than your normal IPAs. So I think it goes really good with Colby Jack, which is a little bit creamy. It's not real, there's no sharpness to it. Very good. And the beer's pretty good too because, well, no, wait, we got to move on here. I'm just gonna keep on drinking this. I'll pour it in this glass, so I have a little bit of it later.
Whoops, mine's empty too.
So that was Lagunitas Born Yesterday Pale Ale, fresh hopped, unfiltered. It's a pretty decent sized beer too, 7.2.
Oh.
And it goes great with Colby Jack cheese.
Yes.
Next up, we have from our friends at Brewdog, Jet Black Heart. Whoa, this is their Nitro Stout. So this is a pretty thick, big beer here. Very good. I'll give you a big glass of that. And that we are pairing with the Gouda cheese.
Okay.
So let's try this one first. They make a really, really, really good stout.
That smells so good.
Now we're going to try it with the Gouda.
I like that one.
Yeah, it works good. Works good. Now again, it's still the summertime, and we're drinking stout. So I don't know how much stout we're going to actually drink in the summertime, but this would be perfect come the fall. It's not it's not a big stout, which is great. It's not like your Imperial Stout, your Russian Imperial Stout. No. This is just your run-of-the-mill stout. It's an oatmeal milk vanilla stout too. And I think the vanilla is adding to the flavor profile of the cheese and the stout together. I think the vanilla really, really does it.
They blend well. I like it.
I'm going to suggest if you can't get Brewdog, Breckenridge. Vanilla porter would probably go really well with that too.
Yeah.
Okay, last stop. Magic Hat number 9, your classic almost pale ale. I don't know if we've ever talked about this on the show, but this was an early craft beer for me. Like when I first got into it, it was one of the beers that I used to drink. There you go. Yeah, I didn't pour this one right at all. So I'll give you the one that's poured half decently.
Aw, you're such a gentleman.
Yeah, I try. All right, let's eat some cheese. Yeah. Okay, so Magic Hat number 9. And what can be said about it hasn't been said already. It is almost a pale ale. That's what they describe it on the can. Not quite a pale ale. But I'd say it's a good run-of-the-mill ale. For anyone who really wants to get into craft beer, Magic Hat is really good first step.
That works, yeah.
It works. That's all I can say. It works. Now, Magic Hat, how to describe it is sort of dry, sort of crisp. It's a refreshing ale with notes of fruit and floral hop bitterness. The warm weather is still here, but soon it's going to get cold. It's going to be your favorite time of year. It's going to be autumn. It's going to be fall. That crisp is going to be in the air, that crisp autumn feeling, just a little chill. And with that comes pumpkin beer.
Yay.
So we got our first pumpkin beer
Yes.
right over here. What do you always do in the summer? You always make sure that you have a pumpkin beer, right?
Yes. As soon as it comes out, I buy whatever the first thing is that I see. Dogfish was it this year.
All right. Let's see if I can get this off with this opener here. There we go.
Hey.
All right. So everyone knows about Dogfish Pumpkin Ale. I mean, if you don't, you're not a craft beer lover. That's basically what it is. But what I see with this stuff is every year. This is what Magic Hat was. Oh, well.
Do you want a different one?
Nah. I'll rough it today. Every year, this is a little bit different. They always make this, it always tastes a little bit different from year to year. I don't know why. They also change the label a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I'm curious to see now that they are part of Sam Adams, if this is any different or if this is better, worse than last year. I don't know. I haven't tried it yet. This is the first time this year I've tried this batch, so here we go.
Oh, pumpkin. I smell pumpkin.
Well, it's heavy on the pumpkin, heavy on the spice,
It is.
and it has that same Dogfish finish. Yeah.
For a few years, it didn't have a lot of pumpkin flavor for the
No.
last few. This is good.
7% alcohol by volume. So it's not too big. It's the usual for a Dogfish Head product.
And if you can find the restraint to put a bottle or two away and let it sit for a couple months, maybe a year,
Yeah.
this ages very well.
It does. It ages very well. I think I think that happened at our wedding, didn't it?
Yeah. Mhm.
There was
We
an
had a
aged,
year-old case of Dogfish pumpkin at our wedding
Yeah.
in July.
Yeah.
And it was so good.
Yeah. It made the wedding even more fun. We'll say that. All right, everyone. Before we go to break, our last break, we're going to have one more quick stop for the sponsors of the Takeout Tuesday promotion. So don't go away. We'll be right back with more wine, hops, and road stops after this. All right now I'm talking to the owners of Ross's Cafe, Judy and Brian. Tell me about Ross's Cafe. There's a lot of history there. You didn't change a thing as far as the recipes go.
Yeah,
Correct.
absolutely. That was the biggest thing. I mean, like the old saying is, fix what's not broken. Of course, our biggest sellers are tavern pizza, either scamuzza romano and the antipasto, the grilled sandwiches, the meatball and scamuzza, the sausage and scamuzza, and of course the hoagies.
We've added press sandwiches, and the biggest seller that we have is our stromboli press sandwich. People love it. I cook out on the barbecue every weekend. I do ribs, huge chicken quarters. We do thighs and legs, but they're ginormic. Those are all the things that we've added. Few side dishes with those barbecues: Cajun corn, baked beans, coleslaw, potato salad. So all kind of summer treats,
Let's talk a little bit about the outside patio.
We did expand it a little bit here since outdoor dining is, definitely more popular right now. We're definitely more busy outside than inside, and the weather's been beautiful, so we couldn't ask for better weather.
Well, let's talk about the pizza. I need to talk about the pizza because that's my favorite thing about Ross's Cafe. It's always been, since I was 15 years old, it's been the pizza.
People that like Rosta's Pizza, they come back for Rosta's Pizza, and that was the most important reason why we didn't change anything with it.
It's a style of pizza that you really can't find many other places outside of Hazleton.
We can tell when we have somebody new come in, somebody that's not, too familiar with, what they're ordering, and we just describe it the best we can, and for the most part, people are definitely pleasantly surprised when they try it for the first time.
We're open from 11 a.m. now until 9 o'clock.
Welcome back to our last segment of Wine, Hops, and Road Stops, shot on location at the Latimer compound with my lovely wife, Desiree.
I am lovely.
This you are. Now, we sampled some beers, ate some cheese, drank some mead, talked about music a little bit.
Now what?
Now we're going to go to the mailbag. We have some questions from the internet. Some awesome viewer asks, which beer has the highest alcohol content? Well, Scotch brewery Brewmeister has claimed to make the strongest beer in the world. They call it Snake Venom, and it clocks in at 67.5%.
Wow.
Next up is Tactical Nuclear Penguin. I love that name. By Brewdog. It's an imperial stout that the ABV clocks in at 32%. Now, Sam Adams has their Utopia series. That comes in at 29%, and that drinks more like a port than a beer. I've actually had a Utopia a long time ago. It's different, we'll say that. And it's quite expensive. It comes in a big canister looking thing. And finally, the honorable mention, one of my favorite breweries, Dogfish Head. Dogfish Head 120. That comes in at 18%. And again, like we were talking about aging beers before, Dogfish Head 120, that ages really well too. That actually tastes a lot different. And you could vouch for this. After a year or two, it does not taste like it does right off the shelf. It's sweeter. It almost tastes like a brandy. It's kind of strange how that happens. But I guess it happens with all the high ABV beers and stuff. So. And
all the fun stuff happens after you open a 120.
Yeah. I mean, it takes a certain kind of person to drink those beers, and I would, if someone got me the snake venom, I would try it. A little sip of it. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna drink a bottle of it, but but who knows? So, with all that said and done, I want to say thank you, everyone, because we're in our 5th season now. Couldn't do it without the viewers and the sponsors. So thank you very much. And we'll see you next time on Wine, Hops, and Road Stops. All right, drink good beer. Now we can kiss. Mwah. See you next time.